Right then, all blankers, Android anglers. I'm going to do a quick session on Rainbow, quick overnighter, beginning of my holidays. I've been here about an hour nearly and I've still got kit in the van. I've just had a walk around and I had a scope out where I wanted to go. Yeah, I've settled on Peg 7. There's one person on the other lake, right the other end of the lake, fishing on the top. He's whipped that water to death right now and the carp have moved into the edges, into the lilies. He's got no chance now. So I'm going to go stealthy. I'm going to boat some bait over, not much, little, maybe 4 or 5 pieces of boilie over some trees. I'm going to get a zig out. And probably my floater gear as well. See what happens. Right. Hey, look, just saying I had a rod out. I've got my first rod out, I just boated it over, but I really lost my marker on the on bank. Thought it was being a wise Alec putting a branch in the edge of the water, but obviously not. Anyway, so I brought it out to where I think it should be. I watched it on the sonar. The sonar came right up to like 2 feet, so that I knew I was pretty close to yon side. Dropped it off. Little PVA nugget come floating to the top, so that's okay. Didn't put a great deal of bait in, maybe 10-12 baits with a slack handful of maize around it. My baits have been soaking. I've been trying some, probably washing it out, like trying some washed out stuff instead. So that's out there, and the Delkims are set very sensitive, so any slightest little touch that bobbin's going to set off, because I need to be aware of what's going on, because I am fishing in some pretty sketchy places. I mean, right at the back with thick lilies either side of it. Strong tackle on, hitting hold I guess, just got to be quick. There's been still a lot of fish cruising up and down, a lot of bream, carp. Amongst them. I've put floaters out and whatnot, but they are having it. It's ridiculously hot right now. I mean, it's also gone 6 o'clock and it's still baking hot. I mean, again, no bivvy tonight. I was going to check the weather, hopefully it doesn't rain. I'm just going to go no bivvy. But as usual, my kit is spread everywhere. No order whatsoever. Yeah, let's try and get a marker on this. So, I am fishing roughly over there. 2 little lines in the lily pads. 2 little lines in the lily pads, and I'm to the left of it. There's a tiny bit of lily there. I've gone straight by that, straight into the onside. As Harry Robinson would put it, stick it in the living room, and I have done really. Let's hope it produces. Got a couple of shout outs. Shout out to Dylan from VS2 Edge Banding. What a job that is. I'm glad. I just don't know if people can do it. Have a good holiday, pal. Because we have broken up for holidays now. 2 weeks off. Big shout out to Sam Capo. Not an avid watcher. Someone I work with though. Mental. We've had that week where it's been 30 odd degrees like, and he's been working in a woolly hat. That blows my mind. I hope I catch something. I think I'm blanking throughout the year. I've barely been like. I'm sure I'm still on a blank. Third rod going to be set up for the night. It's now getting on for 8 o'clock. Put a zig rig out that rod earlier, put a zig on there, and straight away a little rattle liner, you know. as close in. I've seen a lot of fish going by close in, so I've just put a zig on, left it in there, soaked it in some Korda flavourings. Get this line through all these rings. How would taffles happen? This is a joke. Right, so I've got that. Where's my equipment? Safe, drop off, lead holding device, I can't remember the name of it now. Weed clip or whatever you want to call it. And I've got I'm going to try one of these Korda cranks. The other end. Korda crank. Got a little wafter on there, cocoa wafter, topped off with a pink fake maggot, I guess. Right, let's try and thread this in. Scissors. Cut the end off. We all know how to do this, don't we? Done it hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. Right. Turn that off. Got a quick link on here. That rig actually came with a swivel on the end, but that Korda just cut it off, so I could put this quick link in. Make it easy to change later if need be. Right, I'm going to put that. I think they call it a Palomar. I'm not exactly. I don't know. I'm not good with my names or my knots. I just saw it and I like it. So you make a loop. I found my eye. I think I've shown this before. There it is. It's on the looped line. Get it, and we're just like an overhand knot. Overhand knot to make a loop. Oh, tricky bit. Take it through the loop. Take it through the loop. Here we go. Oh, you're left with that, and we're just taking the link through this loop here. That's now gone through all there. Put it in. Give it the old soak. See if we don't. It's gonna have crappy knots. Get nice and tight. Incidentally, I've crushed my ring. I've crushed the ring on there. That's all I'm doing. Good God. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? All I'm doing, boilers, maize, washed out boilers. That is going to be really annoying. And I'm full of sticky pellets. Let's try and get this over there. Decided to put hut up. Just can't tell if it's going to rain or not. It says 20-30% chance, which is quite slim. But I really don't want to get too wet at all. So just put it up, a few pegs, 4 pegs, about ½ inch into the ground, because this ground is solid. Solid, I mean. So I'm going to have a brew with, I've got one for tonight and one in there for the morning. Old Blanca Rob Leonard. Happy with that or what, kid? 2 tea bags, so I'll just pop that in there. Sort that out in a bit. Oh, I might have a pot noodle as well. A staple. So let's go and get that. Put tent up. I haven't got a light for this thing. Here, right. Let's go and get the pot noodle. Tonight's flavour noodle, beef and tomato. King one apparently. Doesn't look very king to me, just like a normal size. Look forward to that. It's unlike me to have my tea at 9 o'clock though. That's nearly done. Don't want to waste too much gas, I ain't got a lot. You know that is Rob Leonard or Blanca. So what's happened since I've got these rods out, obviously I said I was going to put a little bit of bait in, put 2 boatloads out with maybe half a kilo gear in it, pellets, maize, boilies, a couple of different sizes. So that's gone straight out the window. And then in the edge I've put 3 handfuls out of boilies and maize on that, and there's a zig floating above it, because I mean all that bait is covered in hemp oil. So I'm just going on the flavours coming up. Kettle's on, it's brewed. Turn it off, don't waste any more gas. The high paw. Let's get a bit of air in there. There we go. Leave that to mash. Yeah, so both rods are out. A lot of bait on both my far margin rods. I just don't know. It's such a place, Rainbow. You hear so many stories of people catching. But I'm just going to crack the code. Obviously I don't get to fish a great deal at the moment, as and when I can. But I still feel fairly confident that something will happen. I don't think it's going to be a bream because it's too close to the edge if it does go off. Not like last time when I was halfway across the lake and I got a bream during the night. That won't happen tonight. That'll be a carp or nothing. And if I'm bright enough in the morning, get an early start, I might go down for a stalk down the bottom end of the lake. I know there's 2 guys down there already fishing in the same peg, I think. But Friday morning even, and it was an intense night of fighting the mosquitoes that I gave up in the end, and I slept in the van. Just got a few hours in the van because it was just done me, and I didn't take a Moji mesh, schoolboy error. So every now and again, in your ear, wafting it away. It was like too hot to get inside your sleeping bag because it was like 20 degrees. So yeah, place is alive with mosquitoes. Right, so update now is I got up at 4:30. Sun was just starting to come up. I stood looking out onto the lake because where I was fishing there weren't any signs of fish. None broke the surface. So I just stood around on another peg looking right down the lake, and then I just saw from yesterday when I saw fish in the trees, I saw one jump out and another one, so I was like, right, made the conscious decision to pack up and move round here. Packed up all my gear, put it in the van. The rods are still made up in the van. Right, let's get round to the other side of the lake, because it is right on the other side of the lake. I don't know what peg it is, but it's the one with all the lilies in it. Got a ton of lilies. Like it's a real thin bank behind me. I don't know why it's that peg anyway, you know. I've got all the gear in the van. I'm excited to get around here. Got to the gate in the van. They only changed the locks during the night, so it's not even the combination lock to get out. It was all like a key lock. Couldn't even get out. So, sweating. 5:30 in the morning, like. Reverse back up the road. Park my van back in peg 7. Way over there is the van. Got out my bare essentials, a bit of bait, my kit, my brew kit, porridge, the wasteling and whatnot that they provide here, which is excellent. Every lake should do that. I've said it before. Every lake should provide the wasteling, mat, landing net pole and landing net of good quality stuff as well. Like, and you hand it in at the end of the session. Really good that. Put the gear on it, started trudging around the right around the bank over there. Kept going. Had to go by an angler over there. And I come to the bridge. I've still got my kit on the barrow, you know, and the bridge steps are quite steep, so I took the rods off, walked them across, and just inched my way across the bridge with my barrow full of gear. And then you get around this side, and the bank's just 2 foot wide, you know, got to inch your way around, and I finally got here. Not unbothered. I sat down, really quiet, and then just in the lake, just down there, it's like, right down there, it's like a cauldron of bubbles just coming up all the time. Fish are still crashing out. I think it looks like they're ready to spawn, really, on this part of the area. So I've made up a choddy and I've just flicked it out, landed right in the centre of some bubbles. I've put 5 or 6 little boilies around it, and that's that for an hour or two, maybe. Still crashing further into the lilies. I mean, you can just about cast to it. I don't know what we're going to be lying over though, so I might not bother chucking anything out there. I just don't know. Then I've on my other rod, I've still got that zig rig. Just pub chuck that just into a gap in the lilies. Yeah, just into a gap in the lilies round here. I've just seen a couple of tail patterns, fish just turning. So they're swimming by that entrance to all these lilies. No beeps yet though. I've been fishing, I don't know, half hour maybe, 40 minutes. Braying mosquitoes, got my burner on down here. I'm just hoping it's setting fire to some mosquitoes as they come close to me over there, over my left shoulder. But oh, what a mission. Like I say, through the night in Peg 7, nothing. I had a liner on every rod, single beeps, but there was no crashing at all, nothing to show that there was fish there, you know. Yeah, so I'm pretty knackered now. So I've got a brew on, I've got to use my last tea bag, all 2 tea bags that I brought. Totally ill prepared. And this is not a lucky hat right now. I've blanked every time I've worn this hat. I'm sat here thinking, why am I blanking again? And I'm using a choddy again that I very rarely use. And I've got it into my head that the real line is the wrong colour for this choddy. I can't remember what line it is. Ugh. I think it's fluorocarbon, that's it, it's fluorocarbon, but it's white, you know. I'm just thinking with a choddy where your hook just sat on the line, inches away from your main line, you know, maybe it should be like a brown or a green line, so it camouflages better into the line. But they say fluorocarbon is quite invisible in the water, and when you put it in the water, it you don't see it, it's meant to be clear. But I think fish do have super eyesight. They see you coming, they hear you coming as well. You know, if you walk by some fish in the edge, they know you're there, no matter how quiet you are. Nice kingfisher going by. So yeah, that's me up to now. Last night I was trying to do some filming last night, but I kept running out of storage, so I've had to back up a lot of stuff to Google, do a bit more filming. Now, fortunately, it's going to be another one of them boring videos again, where nothing happens. I've got a few hours left before I have to go home, and like I say, bite time will be gone shortly. I really don't even know what time it is, can I find tell? I have no idea what time it is. But no one's been round, Julie hasn't been round yet. It's a Friday morning, shouldn't do breakfast on a Friday. I think it must be just a weekend thing, so I ain't got that, so I've got porridge. There's bubbles coming up all over that, where I've been putting that choddy. Nothing, not an indication, not a rattle on the rod or anything. Well, yeah, I haven't seen her, so I don't know if she changed the locks or not yet. I can't have my barrow back right back there. I'm going to wait till everything's up and I'm going to bring the van down here. You can take the van down there, I think. There's a little gate, so I'll take the van down there and put the gear in. That way. Hopefully. So when I see you. But when if people start rocking up at dinner time, hopefully I'll be gone by then anyway. Yeah, tricky place. Still haven't sussed it. I haven't sussed it. I haven't been in the right conditions. I mean, God, imagine it. It's been 30 degrees all week, near enough. Oxygen levels in this water must be terribly low, and the water itself is ridiculously low too. I mean, some of the gravel patches, that known gravel patches we're catching on, they're like an inch, 2 inch under the water. Yeah, it's just no movement really on the water. Last night there was a bit of a wind blowing on it, straight into this peg. But I think to myself, in hindsight, I think I should have just come in here straight off the bat. What else happening? It's a nice morning though. There's fish, roach. There's plenty of roach. You know, if you want to come with pole or waggler fishing a few inches deep, you're going to catch roach easily. Hundreds of them. But these carp are very elusive for me. I have never. How many times have I fished now over the years like this? I think this is the fourth time, fourth time, and there's been only once where I've had a hittable bite really. And I fluffed that as well. Oh yeah, the carp are really laid back in the lilies right down there. They're just breaking the surface. Like loads of ripples coming towards me now. I can't risk throwing right down there. I just don't know what you're going to be lying on. It's full of cabbages down here. Choddy could be in a right mess. Right, might talk to you later. Not really. No, just a minute ago, there's another rise there. Part of the lake has just come alive. The peg you see in the distance is the one next to the one I was in. The one I was in is, or was in, sorry to say, was just to the right of that tree there. Yeah, I was just in there, just to the right there. I think a lot of carp are just starting to break the surface over there, and that's it in front of peg 8. That I don't think I'll really pick it up that well. I just had a pick up on my zig rig. Still no beats on the choddy and the lilies though. This is sickening really when this happens. You've come right to the other side of the lake, and then the part of the lake that you was in comes alight. Look at this. It's just on the surface. And again, you could be around there thinking these are on the surface, let's go and put a floater rod out. As soon as you chuck it out, they'll just disappear. They're pretty wise, these fish, they're not daft. Yeah, they know when they've been fished for. At the moment, they're just, because there's no pressure on the lake, nobody's about, they can just do what they want. It's right in the distance, right in front of peg 8, maybe 10 metres from the lily bed, where everyone's going to go when they come fishing. Yeah, he's having a ball there. Well, I'm hoping the carp, well, mind you, I'd rather hope there was a big pod of bream and not carp, because there's a hell of a lot of bream in here, and they were circling in that area last night. Still going. I think it's carp. Yeah, dear. Sickening. Just going round and round in circles. Just cast it out, hit the tree, so I brought it back in. Got this on the end. What is that? I get it focused. God, shoot me now. So the peg I moved into, like, the sun's come up and started shining on it, and I've walked down the bank to look into the gravel spots where all the fish were there yesterday. Nothing now, nothing. Nothing's jumped out, nothing's moved any lilies or anything for the past hour since everything started showing over in front of peg 8. I've got my zig, I've chucked that further out, hopefully in line with the fish that might drift this way. It feels about 20 foot down there, and I'm on a 4 foot zig. Chances. But a recast with the choddy, and that went further into the lures, and it went down with a nice bump. So I feel happy with that. It's quite deep into the lilies, but if else there, if else fancies a signature pop up, then great. Give me some action. I don't care if I lose it, as long as I just get some on. Anything, just to show. Just can't make it work. When it don't work, it don't work, does it? Should have stayed at home. But anyway, got to see another sunrise this year. Part of the morning, always the best part of the day is the morning. Hope it's not going to be hot and sticky. First day of the holidays. Yeah. It's time to calm down a bit over there in the distance. Excuse me. Fish aren't as active as they were. Wonder why they just did that. They did it for like 20 minutes. So just loads of them just rising and falling like this. Loads. Anyway, until something fishy happens, still blanking. Out now, I'm going home in half an hour, can't take much more of this. I moved back around to where I was near enough originally, next peg along where I saw them fish rising, and I came down, set my floater rod up. Oh, now I've got a seagull, no I haven't, thank fuck. Set a floater rod up, put some biscuits out, first chuck in, got a really decent slurp, should I say. Missed it, quite a far distance, like it must be 80 yards that. And a little 12 foot rod picking all that line up. 9 impossibly, it's got to work themselves, you know. Oh, fucking seagull, no way. Unreal, mate. So I'm getting takes now and again, but I think most of these are bream. Just hoovering up all these biscuits. But anyway, so that's me done for the day. I've had enough of this. I'm broke again. I've blanked again. But so looking on the upside, I had I think a couple of positive takes when I was in that other peg. Something to work on, and someone's rocked up out a bit of a local, I think, because Julie knew him, so I just watched what he's done, and I've got another little area where he's just put his boat out, so I can maybe use that for next time. Let's call it a day. It's getting hot, it's getting muggy. I want to go home and get a shower. I've proper got a thick layer of sweat on me. I've had enough of. Got a little spot as well there, teenage spot. I've had enough of this. Guess it's just getting to near enough end of bite time anyway, really. And now I've just lashed this water to death and to no avail. But there's fish out there, mainly bream I think. There's the odd one or two carp in there. Yeah. Until next time. Where am I next? Oh, I've got the Hawk Cup, aka John Jackson Cup, on Hawk Pond Brough Complex. I'm a Ulm District day member. So I'm going to join that. I'm looking forward to that barbecue. I'm going to meet some new people. I'm going to try and get a little video of that. It's anything goes type of match. Fish like John Jackson, really. RIP John Jackson. So you got fish like him, think like him, I guess. I think he just, in his heyday, I think he'd just rock up on a pole and probably just fish for eels or something like that. Eels and bream. Wonder if I should dig out the pole. Nice. I don't know what the depth of it. I don't know anything about it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Beginning of August, I think. 24 hours. So until then, keep on planking. Keep on giving it to the man.